Welcome to the Kev and Pickle Show. As we always do, let us introduce ourselves.
That's the thing about unhappiness. All it takes is something worse to happen to come along and you realise that it was actually happiness after all. No, I'm not Queen Elizabeth from The Crown. I am Kev.
And I, of course, am Pickle. Kev, nicely done, my man. Nicely done.
He's dead, Pickles. He's fucking dead. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but he's fucking dead.
Yeah, and we are going to talk about it. But first of all, let me jump in. But guys, it of course is episode 84. You're very welcome to this week's show. Thanks so much for joining us. Kev, what's the crack, man? How are you getting on? Hey, apart from the obvious, with that good news, how are you getting on?
I'm a little bit somber, I must say. But no, apart from that, I had a quiet enough week this week.
Well, before the weeks, Kev, tell everybody what's coming up on this week's show, and then we'll get into our weeks.
Well,
Kev didn't know, because Kev didn't read it.
Pickle, this week,
why do I bother?
With the Queen, electricity prices, as you can tell, are we just going to turn it off?
Yeah.
Moments we are proud of. I don't remember we're talking about that, but
in the
as
car.
well, pretty much more, and as well as top 5.
Yeah, that's it, Kev. And this is the thing, me and you had a conversation in the car back from Dublin last week, which we're going to talk about in a minute, okay? Because obviously we were in Dublin last week, as we told everybody. But listen, before we do all that, Kev, we're going to jump straight in to a very brief little bit of history and then some Berthas from 1984, okay? First of all, I did not know this ever happened. On the 14th of March, 1984, Jerry was shot and wounded in Belfast. And of course, that Jerry is Gerry Adams, the former Sinn Féin MP, Sinn Féin leader.
You know, see when he used to be interviewed on TV?
Yeah.
They wouldn't let his voice be heard. He used to have to do a change of his voice because they wouldn't let the voice of a terrorist be heard, supposedly.
Really?
Yeah.
But remember we talked about the
so how was there a Queen's speech every fucking Christmas day?
Yeah, how can you have the voice of a cunt? So the Foreigner film we were on about, was it the Foreigner? The one that Niall was
Foreigner,
in. Yeah, and remember he had said how the director had said to Pierce Brosnan, don't grow a beard. We're not going down the Gerry Adams route. Like that's not what we're looking for in this film. And of course, for anybody who hasn't seen The Foreigner yet, unbelievable film. He literally went full Gerry Adams. So he did on it, like, you know what I mean? Which is insane. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Kev, I always say something that I don't fully understand, and I will hopefully have you help me with this. So the 17th of July, some workers in Dunnes stores in Henry Street, Dublin, refused to handle South African produce as a protest against apartheid.
Apartheid.
There's no T at the end of it, but apartheid. Yeah.
Apartheid.
What is apartheid?
Apartheid.
Yeah.
Pickle, you did history in primary school. Same primary school I did history in.
We didn't do history in primary school, did we?
What?
We didn't do history in primary school, did we?
Yes, we did.
All I remember in primary school was playing football and singing in Irish or something
like that. Well, apartheid is racial segregation. So splitting up whites from blacks.
Has it anything to do with fruit?
No.
Well, here, this is why this is a 2-part Dunnes Stores thing, right? That was on the 17th of July. On the 5th of October, in Dublin again, women workers in Dunnes Stores again, who have been on strike for the past 11 weeks in support of a dispute over the handling of South African fruit, began a sit-in at the store. So the fruit's nothing to do with apartheid.
Well, it probably does, but a lot of fruit would have come from South Africa. So it was more or less the white people had to do whatever the fucking like. Then they were superior, and unfortunately, the black South Africans were not.
And that's probably when Nelson went to jail.
Nelson went to jail, and then he got out, and then he became president.
Yes, and became one hell of a dude. And look, the last thing then is, Kev, top musicians gathered in a Notting Hill studio to form Band-Aid. Yep, and recorded the song "Do They Know It's Christmas" by George.
No, the other fella.
Bono.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury, yeah. Was he part of that one? Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, was he part of that?
He was the main Band-Aid singer in Wembley.
Yeah, but that was in Wembley, Kev. That was like so many years later, wasn't it? It was 88, 89 or something, no? That Band-Aid happened, no? Live Aid.
We probably should do a research of this, shouldn't we?
Well, we can't do the research on stupid ass questions that you're going to ask me. Hey, so Live Aid happened in '85, so it was a year
Live
after.
Aid. Okay, the year after.
Yeah, so
that was Live Aid.
That was Live
Not
Aid.
Band Aid.
Band Aid was the band in a sense that did it. So, and then look, your birthdays for this week, guys, is very short and very simple. On the 17th of March, 1984, a legend by the name of Kevin Michael James Carlin. I've no idea if that's right. I can't remember.
Kevin Patrick Luke.
Kevin Patrick Luke Force be with you Carlin was born in Dundalk Hospital, I hope. And yes, to his loving parents, John and Barbara. And you'll never guess then, exactly a month later, on the 17th of April, Mr. Kieran Thomas Francis, not like the Pope Pickering, was born in the same hospital a month later. Maybe he was in the same bed, who knows? To his loving parents, of course, Kathleen and Raymond. So, yeah, that's your birthday this week, guys, because we want to.
Was your father's name Raymond?
Yeah, Raymond Pickering. And then obviously.
I just thought it was Ray.
Well, yeah, it is, though. But it's the same as if you have a guy called Gerard, you're calling him Jerry, probably. Like, you know, he wasn't born Jerry. He's born probably Gerard. No?
Why?
Because it's a long name, Gerard. Jerry.
But Raymond isn't that long.
It's 2 syllables.
So is Ray. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's really not. If you can find me a 3-letter word that's a 2-syllable.
Ray.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, like Ray.
Ray A.
Short,
Ray
short,
A.
Yeah, short and sweet. Yeah, short and sweet. So listen, come here, guys. They are
but
your two.
Gerard. Jerry.
I don't know. It's like,
Gerard is
Richard and Dick.
And Dick.
You know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. But Kev, we do celebrity birthdays. Day or 2 celebrity birthdays this week. Kev.
Because we are celebrities at this stage.
Fucking sure we are, man. And you know why we are, Kev? Because we got mentioned a hell of a lot in a certain place that we were last weekend, which is why I'm going to ask you, Kev, how was your week?
My week, quiet enough, apart from Sunday night when me and yourself took a wee road trip up to Dublin to see a comedian named Dan Nightingale.
Legend.
From the Have a Word podcast.
Yeah.
We went to see his mate a couple of months ago, so we went to see Dan on Sunday night. We had a lovely burger beforehand, Pickle.
Bunsen, baby!
Absolutely fabulous. Guys, if you're ever around Dublin, go to Bunsen. It's so cheap. It was for €12 for a burger.
They even ask you how you want your burger cooked. Now, for ham, like me,
this blue pickle's mine, didn't it, Pickle?
I don't get it. I don't even know how to steak. I just get whatever the guy beside. We said this before, probably the last time we were in Dublin. Whatever the person besides me gets their steak, I'm like same as that person because I
ordered medium, and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll have medium too.
You were like, shit, I can't remember. What was it? I don't know. But yeah, it's like a double cheeseburger. We talked about it the last time. And when we go back up, we're going to talk about it again. But you're right, though. We went to the gig. We got up early. We went into Ryan's Bar, which is across the road from the entrance into Whelan's, where the gig was on. Sat outside, sun beaming down Camden Street. Camden View, whatever it's called.
Camden Street.
I drank Guinness like it was falling out of the glass. And we got in.
I had my Heineken Zeros.
Yeah, a third and fourth person in the door. So we were. And we got straight to the front row.
Now we did skip the queue, Pickle. Let's be honest. But I skipped the queue.
No, we were in the queue. Then people weren't even there. We were on the street before then people were even fucking.
And then I just walked over and just stood in front of them. I didn't even look at them. I just stood there, and then you were like,
and then
so
the way it walked, Dan came out, sat up on the stage for a couple of minutes, sat on a chair, talked about how he was in Dundalk the night before, which obviously people would have seen on his Instagram. Met, Katrina. A couple of the other girls, Mary, I think, as well. Met a few of the girls that would listen to the show. Met them in Bruce. He said it was a Hindu or something like that. Then we give a roar. And he goes, I used it in Dundalk, lads. Because we've been talking to Dan on Instagram. Because obviously he let us know, as we said last week, about the whole ticket thing and the show. And then he brought on his pre-show guy by the name of Vittorio Angelone. He's on Instagram.
You think that man was Italian?
You would.
You think he was Italian? He's from Belfast.
And he is so fast. It's not even funny.
He's a pure take.
Yeah, but check him out. He's very funny lad. But then Dan obviously came on. We great banter with him throughout the show. He was chatting to us. We were part of it, Kev, with the stuff he was asking and that kind of stuff. Top lad altogether. Did you do anything else this week? Any football? Any ball? No. Any gar?
No, that was the weekend before. Well,
we had recorded. Yeah.
Yes, of course. I as you told me, I was a football slut.
Yep. A hua,
Last
I
week.
believe.
So,
A hua.
so the Malachis we played on Friday night, and we qualified for
Come
the
on.
quarterfinal championship. And I was helping out the Sean Mannies. It's a grand old team to play for, and they also won, so they're through the quarterfinals.
Come on, Cabbage.
Now the only issue that we have with the Sean Mannies is now I am involved with the Sean Mannies from time to time,
Yeah, but you're officially
as people will know. But my son also plays but my son also plays a Cooley, and Sean Mannies have drawn Cooley in the quarterfinals. So I don't know what's going to happen there or how that's going to happen. So we'll see how that goes.
doesn't matter. Well, I was going to ask you, Kev, again. Okay, apparently we're still recording. I have absolutely no idea what the hell just happened there. Our thing just cut.
Recording did stop, and then recording started again.
So hopefully this isn't the start of the show, guys. Kev, I was going to ask you, because I've been out of the Gaelic scene for a shocking long time. Is the Sean O'Mahony's and the Malachis both in senior, intermediate? I don't know what the other one's called.
Sean O'Mahony's are in intermediate, and the Malachis are in junior.
And then seniors above them too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. I know the Joes are in one of them. The Joes
in senior
got the Blues or something, or whoever they shouldn't have got. Like,
yeah.
Kev, I got to be honest with you. I'm absolutely petrified that this first 10 minutes of this mightn't have recorded. Also, good news, Kev. Learned something new. That I have a thing on my fucking
Hold on
laptop.
a second. You learn something new every week because I educate you so much.
Yeah. I now know that apartheid is actually apartheid. Apartheid, right?
Apartheid.
So I was going to say to you, it turns out on my laptop that I've been using on this podcast for about 70 of our 84 episodes, right? Roughly. And I've always wanted to be able to put out video and take clips out of it, funny bits, and post them. Yeah, I would love to be able to do that. Never know how to do it. Found out today, Kev, I had a thing on my laptop that I started using today for something else, right? And it turns out I now know how to do it. It was there all along. I could probably let Emma do it. It's that fucking simple.
So we can take little snippets out of the show.
We can. So from now on, guys, we're gonna all week be putting in little fucking funny bits and all that kind of shit. So we will, like, you know what I mean, or would you rather, whatever it is, things like that. But look, at my week, Kev, started with you, as we just said. My week began with you in Dublin. That means it involved me having Alexa. Nope, that's not the name for it. Google Maps on, right? So it did.
Oh God.
Right. We went.
This is a joke.
Right, but
no. Well,
yeah.
I'll let you explain your version of the story.
Kev, what's the name of the place we're going to? Q Park, Stevens Green, whatever. Grant, type it into the phone. Don't say it, just type it into the phone, right? Directions from here. We're about 20 minutes away from it at the time, right? And we knew, at that stage, we knew exactly where we were. I recognized the streets. We knew we were there. All of a sudden, we're crossing the Liffey or somewhere like that, right? And Kev's like, "It's not the fucking way we came to last time. She is sending us the wrong fucking way. What are we going to do?" I'm like, I just keep showing the phone. We're going to the right place. So basically, whatever way we ended up, we got there. That was fine. We got there, right? We got there. It took us a while to get into the car park because Kev's taking on his phone. He didn't really know what to do, right? He thought the gate was just going to magically open. Didn't work that way. It was
meant to magically open. The second time it magically opened.
Yeah, it did. That's what's going to get there. So we went to the show. It was great. We went back to the car. Then we went to leave. And Kev started fucking around with my phone, hitting on it, going, no tools.
No, see, on the phone, most people will know this. The drive, especially, okay, is if your Google Maps comes on the phone, it says no tools. So you hit no tools, and that'll change the direction. But oh no, the Bell Pickle said no tools, and I said it has to be turned here then. No, it says up here. I'm like, Pickle hadn't hit no tools because he just thought the phone would magically fucking know how the fucking phone would work and how I would drive. Unfortunately, when I hit no tolls, it magically worked, which was magic.
Yeah, but we still ended up fucking doing loop and shit. It was,
we were absolutely fine in the end.
Yeah, I know. But look, it was a great trip, though. It was late, though, because we hung about. We got a picture with Dan afterwards, and that. So it was a lot later of a night. I even had a little bit of dribble on that last pee, which is kind of annoying going back to the car. But hey, it was okay. Nobody tried to rape me or anything like that. So the other thing is, this week, my beloved Rampart Celtic. Last night, Thursday night, played in the semi-final of the McConville Cup against St. Dominic's, who are a team that knocked us out of our Clancy Cup in the semi-final stage, okay? Again, got to always get the thing because it pisses certain people off, and I find it very funny. So, we played Dominic's last night in Clancy Park. Should have pitched that we never normally lose in. And by God, we did not lose. We won 2-0. Lee Wright with his 99th goal for the club, and Niall Ferguson just back from having a fucking boot on his leg. And I don't mean a football boot. A bad fucking injury in a friendly game against Newry that we had a couple months back or a month back. He came on 20 minutes to go, told him he'd make an impact, and by God, he did. Sean Bailey, 2 assists. Man, it's 20 goals all season, Kev. Don't even know if he had a shot last night, but he had 2 fucking assists, and that's all that mattered. Every single player was an absolute hero. We now have Oriel Park, the home of football, Kev.
Home of football.
17th, which is next Saturday, 7:30 against Shamrocks, the team who has currently won everything. They have won the league. They have won our Clancy Cup, which is now their Clancy Cup, and I hope they call it their Clancy Cup, because guess what? They won it. So they own it now. So it is their cup. That's how it works when you win it. Just because you're meant to sponsor a cup and your team's that bad that you can't even get into the fucking final of it, it means it's no longer your fucking cup, okay?
Go on, explain. Who's that?
Key Celtic, because it's the Clancy Cup. So it's to do with Clancy Park. But it's just like, whoever wins it, it's their cup for that year. We just happen to have it for 3 years because we won it twice and there was no football in the middle one. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it'll be a great final, though. Shamrocks are an incredible team. They've young lads, they've old lads. Davey Ward, he used to play for Rock, played for Dundalk, played for...
He's a big fat man now.
Oh, well, if he is, he's still banging fucking goals, Kev, so he is. But no, look, it's great to be in a final of the McConville Cup. Myself and one of the assistants, we're going on to the radio on Wednesday. There's going to be a spread in the paper, I think, this week as well about it. So keep an eye out, guys. And if anybody's free next hour to come up, they're probably going to tell you to pay a $5 in or something, because that's what the league does. I don't really know why. They've 20 grand in the bank. They don't fucking spend any of it. I always say, you should never have to pay to go see local football. That's how you support it. But look, they might want a $5. But come up, try and support us, guys. We'd really appreciate it. And then look, last but not least, today, Kev, is Friday. Shit, I have to put the show out tomorrow because all you bastards hoping for it to go out on a Saturday night. So today, I had entered a competition. No, sorry, last week, I had entered a competition from SOSAD for 2 premium box tickets to see Garth Brooks on Sunday the 11th. So this coming Sunday. I was already going on Sunday, which is the reason why I entered it. I was not looking forward to this concert whatsoever because I knew the rain was coming. And our seats, Lower Cusack, I think it was, still for sale. Yeah. Okay, if anybody needs them. Reasonable price or a blowjob. So the got an email.
Nobody's going to give you that.
No, of course not.
You haven't even seen it in fucking 20 years.
I know. It used to be great looking down the shower. Now, that's me toes. So got an email this morning. Kim Pickering won the thing. So we now have a premium box.
No. I'm sorry, but Kim Pickering did not win.
Kim Pickering did win.
No. The Kevin Pickle show won.
No,
you did it through my
Kim
Instagram.
Pickering and Hotmail.com.
No, you did it through our Instagram.
I didn't do anything on Instagram. I had to send money on a competition. That's why my email came through. So it didn't come through. I told her to put the show's name on it. And then her name was Stephanie. She was on the show before last year, but they done to us. Her and another fella, Paul, are doing what do you call it, Kev? A hell and back thing at the end of this month. So we might get them on for a chat just before it and then get them on again after.
Can I ask you a question, right?
Of course you can,
so
bro.
Kevin Pickle, I messaged you earlier on to say, tell the wife.
I told her wife.
The Kevin Pickle show. And what did she say? How did she take that?
She did not even react to it, Kev. I mean, this woman just, I don't know how you put it. It was just...
Well, she mustn't be that happy then going. So me and you'll just go.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, obviously me and you won the tickets. You know, imagine like I'm planning on having me Kevin Pickle show hoodie on me, going to see somebody famous. I'm bound to see one person famous in a
especially in a
section.
box.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Now, I was sitting beside the girl on walk today, okay? Katie Lee's probably listening, okay? And I was saying, I could meet somebody famous. And then I went through, randomly, this is the order I came up with somebody famous, right? I literally went, Conor McGregor, Pierce Brosnan, right? Liam Neeson, and any Irish footballer. That was the order that I went in for some reason. I don't want to meet Conor McGregor. I don't know why I said his name first.
I would say Ruby Walsh. You might meet Ruby Walsh.
That could be a good shit. Yeah, but
I met Ruby Walsh. I'd take that.
Did you?
Fucking knob.
Then why do you want me to meet him?
So you can punch him.
I'm not doing that anymore, Kev. Right? Okay.
He's a horrible little man. A horrible little man.
Is he just angry because he can't ride anymore?
He was riding at that stage, but he's just an angry little toe rag.
Yeah, didn't even mean that the way it sounded. Right, Kev, that's our weeks. Hit me up with a would you rather question.
Okay, would you rather be snapped on the hand with a mousetrap or snapped on the toes with a mousetrap?
Oh, my hand. I think it'd be a bit thicker, if that's the right word to use. A bit more give on your hand and your toes. Like, where on your hand, though? Is it your fingers or is it your actual hand?
Fingers.
Fuck, I have got fat fingers. That's what she said. Oh no, no, my fingers, my toes are delicate little flowers, right?
Yeah,
like,
my toes would be very delicate. Like,
yeah.
I remember even when I was growing up fighting with my brother, and the toes would be what he'd go for because they'd completely floor me. Just whatever way my toes are, the top of my toes, like another way, like a mousetrap, it's come down, snap.
Yeah.
Oh, be the holy Jesus Christ! I cry like a bitch.
Well, mousetraps.
I'd cry like Prince Charles would cry. That's what I'd cry like.
You mean King Charles III?
Yeah.
I think.
Or Prince Andrew with delirium when he realised he doesn't have to pay his mommy back €12 million.
Exactly. Hey. Oh God! Oh, I got that in so many WhatsApp groups yesterday. It wasn't even funny. Hey, so it wasn't. Actually, it was fucking funny. It was hilarious. Hey, but no, I'm definitely gonna go with. I think my fingers have done more in my life than my toes have. I think.
You've walked an awful lot more what you've done with your fingers.
That'd be true. Well, it was that good week back in 2003. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm sticking with my hands. You can snap my fingers. So you can. Okay. Hey, Kev, before we get into the show, or we're getting into the show, we already been talking for fucking 20 minutes, right? Let's do our quick fantasy football update, guys, because as we all know, the Queen's dead, so there's no football on. But there's cricket, there's rugby, golf, there's everything else on tomorrow, Saturday, but there's no football on because apparently that would be blasphemy or something like that. But from last week's results, we have a new leader. We have Kieran Clark with Grey FT. I know him. That name's actually hilarious. That's why he's going great. Oh, that's why it's great. Love it. Kieran Clark.
Grey FT. I don't understand.
Well, he is grey, right? So he is like, okay. So, but my fucking thing this week is, right, I had the second highest points with 63. Somebody had 67. Simon McLaughlin had 67, right? But more importantly, I had 63 points. Kev had 46. I am now 6 points clear on Kev. I am in 60th. You are in 66th. I am not going to the fucking Navina. I am telling you right now, buddy, and you are giving fucking blood. And my wife said, and she's right in there, that you're worried about, I'll give blood and I'll crash the car on the way home. She said she will even drive you fucking home after it, just to make sure, right? Give blood.
I would not get into the car with your wife. I've seen your wife trying to park the fucking thing. It's impossible. It took her, let's be honest, she parked outside the Beehive one day. The old Beehive, which was our parents' old shop, right? So she knew the road, she knows the area, right? And there was enough space for 3 fucking cars, right? And I watched her pull in, pull out, pull in, pull out. It was almost like watching Pickle have sex. It was that much in and out action on this car. And the space was a bus. I would park a fucking anchor to a bus in the space she was trying to get into. And so no chance am I getting into a car with your wife.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, she likes to make sure.
And then dickhead here next to me, whatever way the direction is, him trying to give a direction, go out of the car and give a direction. Yeah, come back a bit. This man can't even use a sat nav, so he can't even try to give a directions to get into parking space.
You should have a fucking sat nav in your car and don't have my fucking phone out of it. So listen, we did some polls today, right? As we said, this episode is a very much Garth Brooks themed episode, okay? So we threw
Garth Brooks, ex-Queen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jesus, there's somebody blowing a kiss at me on Instagram. Holy fuck. Kev, go on your Instagram there and check that out. It'll probably be the first thing that pops up. Hey, no pun intended. So the polls that we did, right, this week, you know who I'm talking about, Kev. So the weekend is in it, we said, have you ever been to a Garth Brooks concert, right? And 78% of people said no. 22% of people said yes. I was a bit surprised at that, Kev, to be honest. I thought that might have been a bit higher. But then again, he was here in 97. Most of our listeners were probably only like 10 or something at that stage, okay? Then we said, when are you going? So 38% of people are going this weekend, Kev. 15% of people are going next weekend. And 47% of people aren't going at all. Last question. This is mad, right? I thought I knew 2 people that met Garth Brooks in person. Kev, look up at the fucking camera, will you? I hate when you fucking stare at your phone like this, you cunt.
You told me to check something.
Yeah, just think on your Instagram, you probably fucking see what I'm on about.
Okay.
So, I said I definitely know 2 people that met Garth Brooks, like face to face. Okay, I say, have you met Garth Brooks? Turns out, 10% of people had met him, which was more. 5 people had said they met him, and I now know. I knew 3 of them people now, so a bit more than I thought. And of course, 90% of people said no. We'll leave our top 5s to later on. Okay, Kev, the Queen's dead. What do you want to talk about? Just that's the end of the show. The Queen's dead. We got to pay our homage. So,
like, the only issue that I have with this Queen's dead, right? I tried to put on Sky Sports News yesterday.
What the fuck?
And Sky Sports News had turned into Sky News.
Why are we paying for Sky Sports News? Cancel my Sky Sports while the Queen's dead.
Like, what the fuck's going on?
I don't get it. I like. Why can there be sport tomorrow and no football? I don't get that. We just talked about it. Why did the cricket guy said we're taking Friday off as respect?
Well, respect.
Yeah, great. Why can't all the other fucking... Did she hate cricket?
Well, the Queen's dead, but now the King's alive. So they've moved on pretty quick.
No. The King was always alive, Kev. It wasn't like he was just born now that she's dead.
No, but the King wasn't there, so it is God.
Yeah, it's going to be weird seeing King.
Queen,
even Dan's walk-on music on Sunday night couldn't save the Queen. Hey, he walked into God Save the Queen, which was picked, of course, by his co-host of Have a Word, Adam Rowe.
It's God Save the King.
It's going to be weird hearing lads sing that.
Well, especially Liverpool fans, but they don't fucking. All they do is boo it anyway. But she is dead. Now, let's be honest. She was a mother. She was a grandmother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, I do feel sorry for the family in that sense. But this people that didn't know the woman crying and saying she was like our grandmother. I'm sorry, she wasn't.
Who's this? Out of curiosity.
Oh, loads of she's like a grandmother to the whole country. She's grandmother to the whole country. No, she wasn't.
Oh, she really wasn't.
The cunt had 680 million a year out of your money, and not a bother to her that she spent it. They didn't give a fiddlers. Like, and they said, and you know what this kept saying? She worked so hard. She worked so hard. Like, Pico, if I had to just shake hands with people all day fucking long, I'd live to 96.
Yeah, but then also in the last number of years, Charles did everything.
I know. It's only been the last year. It's only been the last year since the husband died. Yeah, since the husband died, okay. She hasn't been well. God help her.
But
yeah,
what I would say is this, or what I'd ask you is this, right? And then we're not going to jump into it yet, but it's going to segue into the next section, right? Houses like that, right? What do you call it? Buckingham Palace, no?
Buckingham Palace is the main one, yeah.
Yeah.
And you have Balmoral.
No.
Palaces, the palaces in England is unreal.
Buckingham's a big palace, right? I'm sure, right? Okay. Yeah. So here's the question. I don't know the companies in England, right? But say SSE Electricity or Bord Gáis or the others, which can't bring to mind, right?
Energy, yeah.
Right. Does she get the email or somebody going from 1st of October, we're up at 39%, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Who pays hers?
Well, she pays it, but then...
But she doesn't have a wage.
She does get a wage.
For being a queen.
600 something million.
That's more than Mbappe. Not being funny.
I love how you picked Mbappe.
I seen it yesterday, and that's why I knew he's getting paid like $8,000 an hour or something like that. I was like,
well, she gets paid pretty similar.
But for what? Does she pass laws like the wee leprechaun does in Dublin? No.
No, but everybody has to go to her. She is the state. She's the head of the state.
Ah, so like she can decide who lives and who dies.
Well, that's what she would have done before, yeah.
Right. No wonder she's getting paid a good lot of money. A lot of hush money, probably.
Like those unfortunate people that was killed in Derry by a power trip, where she decided that, yeah, pretty much. But it was under the crown.
Yeah. And she paid the 12 million for Randy Andy.
Yeah.
Fuck. Jeez, that's a good granny to have, or a mother to have, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, But no, she is dead. Look, as we said,
she is a mother. She is a grandmother.
Exactly. Yeah, Jesus, there's no joking on the side of it. That like she's a family.
Now, I was watching. There was something on RTE the other night, last night about it, and you're like, yeah, she came to Ireland. Yeah, she tried to make peace, but an awful lot happened before that. And I know it was her uncle that kind of started that whole shite, but she was still part of that thing that didn't like Ireland, and Ireland didn't like England. So she's still part of the crown.
How long has she been the queen for? Like roughly 40?
71 years.
What? Wow.
Yeah, 71 years. And she became queen at 25 when the Earl fella popped his clogs. But she wasn't meant to be
Jesus.
queen. She wasn't meant to be queen.
Who was meant to be?
Well, our cousin, because her
And-
uncle,
no.
our
And-
uncle,
no,
our
just-
uncle, I think George was
Right.
the king, right? He was King George.
Right.
Okay, he abdicated the throne, so he left the throne because he wanted to marry a woman that was divorced.
Good man, Ted.
So he did that, and then Lizzie, her dad then became king, and then she became first in line to the crown.
Look.
Yeah.
There, Kev. But look, I think look, as we said though, like we said it twice, she was a mother, she was a granny, there was a massive family, there's grandkids and all that kind of stuff. So there's not, look, obviously
I don't get the whole furore about she was like my granny and people crying right.
She
She did, let's be
actually
honest,
was.
she possibly killed Princess Diana.
Yeah.
Possibly got that sanctioned. So like.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. But that's the only point we're trying to make is she was a granny to actual grandkids, and she was a mother to actual kids, and a wife and everything else. So to the family and all that kind of stuff, which we know.
And she married a cousin. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, and William's a Villa fan, so I can't wait for him to become king because we will just be able to just handpick players, and he'll say, "Go play for Villa, or I'm going to kill you in a tunnel in France." Right. So listen, okay, Kev. Before we jump into electricity, which I want to talk to you about, because you made a very interesting point in this on the way to or back from Dublin the other night. But I think, first of all, Kev, we need to have a quick word from our sponsors. Right, Kev, audio people understand it. Video people are going, what the fuck did they just do there? Okay, check it out on Spotify and everywhere else. Kev, you told me in the car coming back, right, there's some guy, right? Maybe it's our bicycle friend, right? Is going to flick a switch, and right on Tuesday you have no electricity between 7 and 7, right? Which is against every right of a human being, I'm guessing. Okay, tell me how this can happen. No, tell everybody how you believe this can happen.
It looks like it's not going to happen, but from 7 to 7, it looks like they're going to possibly turn off electricity from 4 to 7. So through peak hours, well, Germany looks like they're definitely going to go ahead and do it. From 4 to 7, peak hours, electricity will be turned off.
I'll finish working at 4.
So then peak hours are going to be different for 3 hours. So I know what they're trying to do, but the peak hours is 4 to 7, so we're going to turn it off. So then 7 to 10 become peak hours. So then what's going to happen? So you're going to change it to 7 to 10. But it looks like possibly we might have blackouts through this.
Where are you hearing this? Right? This is what I want to know, right? Where are you hearing this from?
Do you watch anything apart from porn?
Not after 8 or 9 o'clock.
No, a lot of stuff being said. Eamon Ryan was interviewed about it the other night on prime time. He said we're going to try not to have blackouts, but it is a possibility.
See that fella, Kev? We have issues with that man, Kev. Right? Yeah. Every time we talked about our government, Kev, he has been the fucking reason we've talked about our government.
Well, let's be honest. Like he is in charge of transport and the environment. Okay, that's like having Jimmy Savile in charge of children. Let's be honest. Like to have him as their minister of transport and the environment, it is like having Jimmy Savile in charge of children. Like he's going to fuck it up at some stage.
Oh my god! And that's the type of thing now we have to take out of the show and put on its own little snippet. So we do, Kev. I don't know. I just think it's insane. I like that. Like surely your human basic right is water, which they almost fucked that up. So they did, right? And now surely having gone into your house and turn a switch on is surely a basic right. And not have somebody turn it off on you.
Back to my other old mate, Greta Thunberg. She wants this to be all electricity and going green. This is what has caused a lot of this. Not just Russia. This whole thing of let's become green. And all these assholes that listen to him and let's buy electric cars. Now can't be able to charge their electric cars because we will not have electricity to charge electric cars. And the price, so it's the price of petrol, okay, so it's going to be cheaper to fill your car with petrol than it will be to charge your electric car. Okay, it's going to cost you more.
Yeah.
And also, a little bit of research, okay. your diesel engine car, okay, you can go 90,000 miles on a diesel engine car, okay, to the same value as it costs, the cost of the environment to build and make an electric car. Because it takes so much energy to build an electric car because the battery is a complete different battery. So we're not actually saving the environment by having electric cars, we're actually causing more damage. Okay.
Yes,
So,
that's not good, Kev.
And they're shite. They're shite. You can't charge them anymore.
I just don't understand the whole having to plug it in. Like, I don't really like. It's not a vibrator. I don't get like.
Or your phone.
Your phone. Sorry, that would have made more sense. Do you charge vibrators?
You can, yeah, rechargeable vibrators.
But you don't put batteries in it.
No, not the new fandangled ones.
Which you have numerous ones of, Kev, in your house.
Some battery operated, some rechargeable.
There's some for me, and there's some for her. Together, we have a good night. Right, Kev.
You don't always bring toys into it. Sometimes
no, of course you don't, Kev. Of course you don't. You'd never do that. Hey, come here. I found out something this week, right? A global study has realized that the average Irish erect penis size, Kev, you're going to laugh at this, is 5.03 inches. So, Kev, I don't know. I don't have a measuring tape with me right now, right? But 5 inches, I'm guessing, is about that.
Could be, yeah.
Roughly?
Yeah.
Like, you always normally say it's from the tip of your thumb to the tip of your index finger.
That's not true.
Like, for you, it's like, which index finger? Like, you know what I mean? But 5.3. Wouldn't mind the 0.3. So wouldn't like, but yeah, we don't need to keep mentioning the pickle dick. It's a hashtag. It's trending worldwide, I believe, at the minute. So this, Kev. I asked you in the car last week, which is the reason why I put it into the show this week. When, of course, I, as per every fucking week, wrote the fucking show out. You are going to do one some week. I'm telling you. I'm going to start the show by going. Our top 5 this week is right, Kev. I wanted you to tell me. Nothing to do with your kids being born, nothing to do with walking down the aisle, but what was your personal, just you, proud moment? Or you might have had a couple, but was there any moment in your life that you did something that you were like, fuck, now this could be anything, Kev. I mean, like, this could be, I did 2 girls. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We had like a reasonably good chat about this in the car. So we did. I actually
but as I said to you before, I have no recollection of conversations I have.
Yeah, you don't. Well, one thing this thing, I can't say what I think yours could be, but I can say what you talked about in the car, and we can see if this rolls off. And hopefully, what I'm about to say doesn't end up in trouble. What if I used you know where you can buy a gun that water comes out of it?
A water pistol.
But what does it do?
Sports.
There we go. So you got there right yourself, okay? Like, if you partook in that for, say, I don't know, somebody's first time, like, that could be a proud moment for you because you were there to experience that and give that to that person if that happened. If that happened, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, Kevin. Like, to me, mine's always going to be simple. Mine's mine.
Oh no! Here we go again, guys. It's been months. He's going to mention basketball.
No, as we said.
Oh, he's not.
This is something a bit more personal. My proudest moment was probably the second time I had sex. Not the first, right? Because there wasn't really much choice in that. Wait, that sounded like rape. Yeah. Whoa. That
sounded like Jimmy Savile.
Yeah. Let's. We're not going to edit it, but let's just scrap that sentence. But there's no choice for me, is what I meant by that. Okay. Second time, but I shot over it. Second time that I had sex with a different person, obviously, because obviously the first girl wasn't going to do it twice. So she wasn't. Why would she? What's wrong?
UCD bet Dundalk.
And for anybody who lives outside of the town of the Dog, that basically means that we played one of the worst teams in the league and lost.
3-2.
Says it all, doesn't it? Says it all. Kev, yeah. So that's that. Like, does that sound like a logical, proud moment?
Yeah, you could call it that. Yeah.
And like the only reason, like maybe I should probably explain why I think the second time is because somebody else let me do it. You know what I mean? Somebody else was like,
Well,
hey,
there hasn't been that many people that let you do it, haven't there not?
no, but it doesn't matter whether you can count it on one hand or two hands, or it doesn't matter, Kev, right? Or a couple of fingers. It doesn't matter, Kev, right? But the point is that they didn't know about the first one, so the second one let you, right? And like, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that ended up being a fun relationship that, again, we spoke about in the car, talking about the old Fane bar, yo Bertha.
Was that turned out to be a loopy relationship, was it?
That turned out to be a loopy relationship with a lot of shit going on, Kev. As again, I think it was in Bunsen when there was two kids sitting beside us with their parents when we started talking.
Very, very random people started telling me stories, and I'm like, this is not the position or
This
place
is not.
to be.
No, why didn't we just wait till we were out in the street actually drinking pints? Heineken 00, of course, for Kev. So listen, Kev, I told you I have a game show for you this week, right?
Yes.
I'm going to do the game show, and then we'll end the show with our top five. Okay, top five car break songs, which I know you have forgotten to do.
And we're going to be talking about rebel songs just for the weakness in it.
Exactly. Right. So, Kev, we used to love a show. I'm going to start the song, and I want you to finish it.
Please say, what was the song we used to like? Pat, no, I don't say Pat Rabbit. No, Pat Rabbit.
Who the fuck
Pat
is...
Sharp.
No,
Funhouse. Funhouse. Whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Prizes to be won. Oh yeah, but based on when we were on our way to Dublin, in Dublin, we seen a Magic Door, and we mentioned Bosco, didn't we, Pickle?
You did, Kev, yeah, because I had no idea what the fuck. This was probably the first time, guys, that Kev had ever put anything up on our story on Instagram. And as you can see, he did it. Was that funny? He put it up twice, I think. But yeah, who's behind the door? I don't know.
Bosco is.
Fucking Bosco or something. I was like,
you remember watching Bosco and you used to go in behind the Magic Door?
Was that not just a lid?
No, the Magic Door. Knock, knock. Who's there? See who's on the other. What was it? Knock, knock. Open wide. See what's on the other side.
See, this is why, right? TV programs from our childhood could not be out now, right? I'll be honest with you, right? My wife was in there this evening watching the new Pinocchio film, right? I presume it's new, right? And there's a moment in it where, what do you call your man? Perpetua or something? What do you call the dad?
I don't know.
Yeah, right? Wakes up. And of course, Pinocchio at this age has become a real boy, right? And he comes down, right? And
knock, knock, open wide, see what's on the other side. Knock, knock, open more, come with me to the Magic Door.
Jesus Christ. It sounds like how this reminds me, because you showed it to me the last time. I said that's probably how you get into the George. And we drove past the George. That was the first time I'd ever seen the George. Yeah, it was the first time I've ever seen it sober. You know what I mean? Like, I never knew what the outside of it looked like. I don't know, that joke just doesn't sound right though, Kev. Or not that joke, the knock knock. It just I don't know. It's a bit fucked up. And I was saying something there. I can't even remember what the fuck I was saying to you. Right. So this week's game show. We're going for
Silver.
Oh, deadly. So going for gold, Kev was there. Oh, about to bite me fucking lip. What the name of the show that we used to watch? Henry Kelly. Henry Kenny. Who the fuck is he? Stephen Kenny's brother. Right. So Henry Kelly was going for gold. This week's show, Kev, or this week's quiz is called Going for Blow. Okay. So what we have this time is I have 5 countries for you, which is the top 5 countries for getting blowjobs in. Okay. So what I am going to do is, Kev, I am going to name you one country. Okay. So there's this. All you get is the first one, right? One country, and then I'm going to name. Is
it number 5 or number 4?
No. It's any of them, right? I'm going to call you out the other 4, and you have to say whether it's higher or lower. Higher or lower, right? Than the country that I mentioned. Okay. So I'll name one. It's the middle one for argument's sake, right? It could be the top one. It could be the bottom one. It's not going to be obviously the top one, right? So I'm going to call out Spain to you. Okay, so that's your middle. Your lights out's going off, right? You're gone really dark here when we're talking about blowjobs. So Spain is your middle line, Kev, right? So is the following country higher or lower than Spain? Cambodia, So obviously higher means like it's more common in that country. You know what I mean? Like,
well, see, there's a lot of prostitution in Cambodia.
oh, is there, you say? I never knew that.
Like Thailand, so I'm going to go higher.
There's a lot of prostitution in Cambodia.
Yeah.
Like Thailand. Kev, that's two different countries.
I know, but Thailand, Cambodia, they're not that far apart. So there'll be a lot of prostitution over there. So there'll be a lot of blowjobs going on in prostitution in that area. So I'm going to go higher.
You're going higher. And Kev, that would be the correct answer, my friend. Well done.
Hey.
Okay? You've been doing really. You were the king of the dick one week. You were like the man of the boob one other week. Right. Next country, Kev.
Are you going back to Spain here?
Oh yeah. So Spain's always
your
middle country because there's not enough for them to go higher or lower than Cambodia.
Okay.
Or is there? No, there's not. We're going to stick to this. So Spain's always your middle one, right?
Okay.
Is this country higher or lower than Spain? Brazil.
A lot of people in Brazil. A lot of people living in forests in Brazil.
The rainforest, Kev. Not just any, but not like the forest at Duffy's Cross, Kev.
There's a lot of big penises in Brazil, so maybe women want to give blowjobs at that sort of size. So I'm going to say lower. Blower.
You're going blower.
Blower.
Spain is higher.
So right.
Nah, joking. Brazil's higher than Spain, Kev. I had a feeling that one of them, right? Brazil is actually higher than the country of Spain.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. So, Kev, we've two left. Two left, right? One correct, one incorrect, my friend. Now, the Netherlands, higher or lower than Spain?
Okay, hang on a second. I meant to mention prostitution in Cambodia. Plenty of prostitution in Amsterdam. Okay, so I'm going to go definitely higher. Red Light District, Amsterdam, there is plenty of blowing going on there, so I'm going to go higher than Spain.
And our survey says, you are wrong, my man.
Oh.
The Netherlands is the very far below Spain. Because I can't give up on the last country.
I love how
I was going to say something else.
You're English. You're very far below. Very far below. What English are you using?
I don't want to ruin the last country.
The Queen would be proud.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the last country, right? The very last country for you, Kev. And I think this is going to be a bit as easy as it comes. No pun intended, okay? Thailand. Higher or lower?
It's higher. I'm going to go with the whole Cambodia thing.
No, you are correct, Kev, but let me give you the order in which these all go.
I would say Thailand.
Right, you're start at the top, right? So Thailand.
I would say Thailand.
Yeah. Do you want me to remind you of the countries?
Cambodia, Brazil, Spain, and whoever was the bottom.
Bang on, my man. Holland, yeah. So it was like so. So listen, you didn't do too bad. You got 2 right, and then you got all 5 right in order. So you did like so. That was this week's episode of We're Going for Blow. Kev, great fucking game, man. Well done, buddy. Hey, I'm so proud of you. Hey, I really am. I love these things. Hey, it's just fucking savage. So listen, we said this week, because it's Garth Brooks related, because we did the poll questions, because I'm going to it, trying to sell tickets, guys, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I want to check my Facebook to see if anybody has said that they wanted them. And the answer will be yes. Not one person has. So, Kev, we'll do the people's. Oh, I sound like The Rock there, okay? We'll do the people's answers first of all, Kev, right? Okay. Are you happy enough with that, Kev? He nods as if we're not doing a podcast.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Yeah, so can't wait to go to Garth Brooks, guys. Premium tickets. I'm going to have some videos up because the pictures up. I can't fucking wait. Whoop, whoop. And I'm going to be singing me a little heart out. Oh, and guys, I'm going to look like Boy George, but the wife is wearing this hat. And she goes, but I definitely look like Boy George. If you're only listening to this on Spotify, maybe go to this part of the show. Have a look, and you'll see that I actually look completely like Boy George. Okay, so Kev, we'll do the listeners. A couple of ones that we got off the listeners because we only put this up today. I don't put them up quick enough or long enough to give people fucking time, right? I have to give a shout out to one of my mates, one of my players as well, a guy called Bez, who's up at Garth Brooks at the minute. He thought that Garth Brooks sang "Achy Breaky Heart." He just found out that he didn't. He's fucking devastated. That, of course, was Yawan's dad.
Miley Ray Cyrus.
Yes, Miley Ray on the ball. Miley Cyrus.
Just Miley Cyrus.
What's the dad called? Billy Ray.
Billy Ray.
Billy Ray. What a name. How could that's so inbred, like my awesome friend Caroline sent in one called The Dance. Okay, we all love The Dance. Jennifer sent in That Summer and Baton Rouge. Love that fucking song. Call Baton Rouge. Deadly. That Summer sent in by Maddie. And who was the other one that we got sent in? Oh, Sharon sent in. Oh, Baton Rouge as well. So it was like, and again, I'm sorry I didn't put these up earlier. I only put them up like fucking earlier on today, so it wasn't enough time for people to fucking see it. Like literally, hardly anybody's actually seen that. So, Kev, let's do our top 5, buddy. As always, I am a gentleman. I will always let you go first.
Okay. Ain't going down till the sun comes up.
All right, Michael Jackson, take it easy. The way you said that sounded like Jimmy Savile. Right, so that's your number 5. Ain't going down till the sun comes up.
Yeah.
Good song.
Nice little tune. I like the more upbeat of his songs. I don't like the don't break my heart.
Yeah. There you go, bass. That's just for you, man. So it is like, but right, okay. Well, obviously you're starting off with that. I'm presuming all 5 of them are going to be fucking upbeat tunes, though, because I don't think he probably has. Right, okay, fair enough. Well, this one's upbeat. My number 5 is Papa Love Mama.
That's not upbeat.
Papa Love Mama all her life.
Go on, sing it.
So Papa Love Mama all her life. She hate being a trucker's wife. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And all that kind of shit. Okay? Maybe the only one that I can't fucking think of the words of. But yeah, but see, that one, and I know people already mentioned, but that song and Baton Rouge were either going to be my 5th song, okay? Because I do like a bit of Calling Baton Rouge, okay? Because it reminds me of Moulin Rouge. You remember that film, Kev? Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge.
Lady Marmalade.
No.
What the fuck are you singing?
I'm singing ABBA.
Yes, you are. Lady Marmalade. Wasn't that the song or the... Remember all the girls? Pink, Christina.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
She's dead, isn't she?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, just like the Queen. Fuck. Right, okay. Kev, what's your number 4?
The River.
Oh, yeah, boy.
What a tune.
Sing it, Kev. Can't. Know it.
No.
Guaranteed. What Kev did today was Kev looked up Gar Brooks song and just wrote down the first 5 that he seen.
No, I didn't. I've been listening to them to make sure I like them.
Yeah. No, yeah, look, very, very good song. Very, very good song. My number 4 is The Dance. So it is. Okay. Very good. Like, very, very good song. Like, you know what I mean? In fairness. Like, now, I'm getting into, like soppy kind of, like, the reason I'm going to see him on Sunday, these type of songs. Okay? Like, I'll take your fucking, the first one you had, I'll take Line of Fire or Inside the Fire. What the fuck? I can't think of the name of the song. What is it? Born in the Fire? What the fuck's the name of it? I can't even think of it. Standing Inside the Fire. I'll take all that.
Standing inside the fire.
See, that's one.
Standing inside that fire.
I like the way you ended with fire. So, I was telling the guys in work today, right?
Do you know what be a great remix?
Oh,
standing inside the fire. I'm fire starter.
I love when you had to change your accent completely.
Gar Brooks mixed in with Prodigy. What a fucking tune that would be.
Somebody could probably mix that up. And if they do, right, I'm telling you now, right, if some genius out there can mix them two together, we'll put it as our intro music, right, to see what it's like, okay? But
standing inside the fire.
So, what I was going to say, I was telling the guys who work today, I used to have, remember VHS, Kev? Remember videotapes?
No, they weren't called VHS.
No, they were called tapes.
They were called just tapes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying to the younger generation out there, right, that there was a thing called VHS tapes. It was like a CD, only it was nothing like a fucking CD, okay?
You know what I said to my son today? Pretend you're on the phone. Right? Pretend you're on the phone. And you pretend you're on the phone, Pickle.
Hello.
No, without you using your hand.
Hello.
Yeah. I do that. You know how my son does it?
There's no.
That.
The whole hand.
The whole hand goes up to the ear because they didn't have a phone. So they have a phone.
Oh my God, I never thought about that.
Their phones are all flat, so it's just like boom, I'm on the phone instead of I'm on the phone. So what I'm doing there is, guys, from when we were on the phone, we use your thumb and your little finger, and you pretend you're on the phone. But they don't do that anymore. They use the full palm of your hand as if they're on the phone with the palm of the hand.
is
You ask your
insane.
daughter, ask your daughter tomorrow, pretend she's on the phone, she'll go, hand up to the ear, I would say.
Oh, I nearly want to go wake her up just to see if she fucking does it. Like, that is fucking brilliant, Kev. But what I was saying was, we had a tape at home with Garth Brooks from 1990 fucking something, right? I want to say like 94, 95, right? But it was a concert that he did in Central Park, right? In New York, right? And I mean, like, whatever way, obviously it was in Central Park, so I don't know exactly how it was, but it was just kept, it was probably like 1 million people. I mean, it was insane, the crowds, right? But on the Standing Inside the Fire song, and I always remember this, right? On the front of the stage, the whole thing lit up in fire.
On August 7th, 1997, Garth Brooks made history with its famed concert in New York City Central Park, where an estimated 1 million people attended the once-in-a-lifetime event. Good guess, Pickle.
Good guess. And the reason why I didn't think it was going to be 97 because he was in Ireland in 97. So I thought it might have been the year before or something like that. Right. So, Kev, that was your number. What? My number? No, what was yours? I did the dance.
I did the river.
You did the river. Yeah. So, what's your number 3?
If tomorrow never comes.
How is that upbeat?
I know when I think about it. Yeah, it's not upbeat.
Will she know how much I love
her?
And I try in every way.
Stick it in her ass.
Oh, but she never lets me anyway. If he gives me a microphone on Sunday, I'm fucking singing that song, boy, right? My number 3, Kev. Now, this is me growing up, remembering, right? No, I mean, remember this, Kev. Anything you saw on telly, as in all of Friends, basically, right? This is how your life was going to turn out. If you bought a girl a present, she was going to fall in love with you and kiss you up against the door, right?
You told me this a number of times, yeah.
So my number 3 was Unanswered Prayers, right? Which
never heard of.
Kev, right. So first of all, right, you need to listen to it, but also you need to listen to it, right? Like as in, no, you do, right? When you listen to this song, do you remember Dawson's Creek?
Yeah.
No problem can't be solved by standing at the edge of a river and looking into it. Okay, that's basically what the theme of Dawson's Creek was. Okay, if you're a teenager and you have a problem, go stand at the edge of a river, look into that river, your problems will be solved. Okay, that's what this song basically was. Okay, now I really doubt I'm going to be able to get this song for you.
Any songs from Chris Gaines? No.
If he plays that on Walking Out tomorrow night, I can't even play that because the wife has Spotify on. No, that's what I said, right? People go, oh, are you a big Garth Brooks fan? I'm like, yes, but I'm a very specific Garth Brooks fan. As in, all that old shit. If he comes out with a hat and a fucking beard looking like Jerry Adams just had a shave, right? Then I'm out. I'm gone. I'll go early to get the train. I don't want to see that shit. I just want to see Garth Brooks running up and down with his £50 off that he lost, right? Going mental, right? I'm so happy I'm in a premium box now, so I'm not going to get absolutely drenched in the fucking rain. But I want to be able to enjoy it, and I want to know all the songs. I want to sing the songs. I want to get up in a box of people I don't know, going, I'm the guy that you guys gave this to So Sad Ireland for. I bet you regret that. Now, give me my 17 pint of Guinness, which is free. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Okay, Kev, that was my number 3. What's your number
2?
Uno.
The Thunder Rolls.
Great song. Great storyline. And did you know that song got banned in America? Right. Tell me why you like that song, Kevs.
It's a cool song. It's mental. You can go as fucking apeshit on the stage.
Yeah.
And it starts off slowly and it builds and builds and builds and builds and builds and then it'll boom.
And you remember the video? Do you remember like the video of, right? So the video of Thunder Rolls is basically he's having an affair and he comes home and she smells perfume off him. She goes upstairs to get a gun and she ends it. Okay, she shoots him. So the Nashville network banned the video because it was considered too violent, as did country music television. But then came a backlash as radio stations started save the video petitions, and some women's shelters voiced support for it. Because obviously they were voices well, because this woman had the balls to stand up for herself and kill her husband. So VH1 aired.
They wouldn't be saying that if it was the other way around, Pickle. Nah, they'd be coming out giving out to the bit.
They're fucking right.
Coming out of kitchens, flashing their pans and fucking giving out and There'll be no washing or cooking done then, Pickle.
Right. You said this last week after the fucking Europe or the European fucking finals he did as well, like, right? So Gareth Brooks was the man in the video. So he was. I think this is where his Chris Gaines thing came from, because he looked a bit like how he looked afterwards and that, okay? But unbelievable song, Kev. Fully agree with you. It would absolutely be one of my favorite songs. When he's playing it, I think it would be one of them that'll give you that kind of chill, because the wife sitting beside you going, I could fucking kill you. I could fucking kill you.
And your wife could.
She would. I could. I mean, could. Yeah. So my number 2 is The River. No point going through it again. It was on your list, Kev. Brilliant song. Like I really, really, really love that song. He always, I remember listening to something. Did you see what Garwick said this week when he was asked about coming back to Ireland? He said, is it like two people that fell in love and now you're back in love? And he literally went quick. He went, no. This is like two people who really wanted to meet up and their dad wouldn't let them. And I was like, what a fucking answer. Because he's
Ryan.
Eamon Ryan. Yeah, good man, Jimmy. Right, Kev, watch your Jimmy Savile. I think you're confused now. The Jimmy Savile reference, Kev.
Okay.
Number 1, Kev.
Ask me how I know.
How do you know what?
Ask me how I know. Exactly. What a tune.
I have absolutely no idea what that song is.
Oh, Pickle, play that there. Play it on the microphone.
Yeah, I'll give you a second. I'm going to find it. Talk to us about it. Where did this one come from? Ask me what I know.
Yeah, it's another slow build.
Ask me how I know.
Yes, I said.
Oh, I said ask me what I know. Ask me how I know.
It's a slow build, and then she just erupts into fucking an unbelievable atmosphere.
Okay. Is this a recent or like an old song?
No, an old song, but like the way I like it is it gets people going in the middle of the song.
As it come, you'll never settle down.
You hear that?
You go halfway through the song.
There's the words.
See, I'm just another fool. This is just another song.
Oh, you can hear him getting deep into it.
But I know how you are.
Kev. I'll be honest. I never heard that song from my life.
It's a great song.
Okay. Yeah. I can't educate. When did you hear that? Or like, I don't know.
I don't know where I would have. You know, the way you could be playing in your house from time to time. But I always remember that one.
I don't know, Kev. My number 1 is this, which of course is That Summer.
You can't hear it.
I went to work for her that summer.
That's better.
Yeah.
A teenage kid so far from
basically,
home.
Young lads
She was a lonely widowed
went to work for their woman. She got horny.
That's what he did.
She was wearing a dress that she didn't wear in a very, very long time. But apparently she had hands that were a bit old. And there was lots of wheat fields, right? But he was a young lad and he lost his virginity. And I appreciate that kid. So I do. I appreciate that kid. That's my favourite song, Galbraith's. When that song comes on Sunday night, if I'm not stoned, I'm going to be going absolutely fucking mental for that song. So I'm sober or fucking stoned. I don't give a shit. That's definitely my favourite song. And it was sent in by a few people as well. So it was. So big shout out to them for fully agreeing with me. But Kev, I was going to ask you a question. And that question was going to be very simple. What's the weirdest thing that a woman ever said to you during sex? This is how we're going to end the show this week, right? Because something came into my head.
We spoke about this before. And because it didn't actually happen, because she was like, that's not happening. That was the weirdest thing.
No, right, okay. Well,
that's not happening is a pretty weird thing to hear.
That's probably and that was only last week, I think. Right, because the reason I was doing this was because somebody said something to me, or I said something to somebody.
Did somebody say something to you that knows me or something?
No. It reminded me of something about mine, which now the person didn't say something. It was what they did during.
I had one before. That's not how my ex did it.
Not because he had a smaller cock.
Possibly.
And you're like, yes, love, this is better. What was your response to that, though?
I was like, I was mid-trust. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Wild horses are not going to make my arse go that way right now, love. Okay, so
No.
just calm down, like. No, many years ago, which we always have to be really careful about, because we forget.
So before you're
sometimes.
married and
Yeah,
before
so
you're
long before that, right? Okay, we're talking like late teenage to early. What's after that? 20s, 20.
Yeah.
And this person might actually listen to the show, which I really hope she doesn't. We actually spoke about this person in Dublin, Kev. So I remember, right, that this person in the middle of something, right? The middle of something, right? Because I just don't want to go into the exact details of it, right?
Why? You may as well.
No. She picked up a phone and rang a mate to tell her something about what was happening.
You tell me now.
I was very good at doing something, right? Okay. And she literally, I didn't know what was happening, obviously, because you mean like your ears are covered by your ties. And I was like, hear his voice, like kind of popped out of like the submarine going, what the fuck?
A submarine.
And
that was water.
Yeah. She's on the phone to a mate and telling her about what exactly was just having to happen, or in the middle of actually happening, which was again, maybe that was a proud moment. So I'd say that was weird though. Like,
But how can you be that distracted to make a phone call?
No, she rang to say how amazing it was, right? Which I thought first of all was a bit of a piss take, because how do I
Maybe
word
it
this?
was.
Because she might have been fond of a bit of cock. So like this could have been a regular occurrence, maybe, where your one was like, who are you with this time? See, I'm doing it again. Look, hold on.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you with this time? But I just think it's weird. Like, say a woman goes to you, right? You say you're deep in it, right? And she's not deep in it. You're in the middle of it, right?
That's what she said.
Yeah. I was like,
deep in the middle of it.
Deep in it. That's this week's episode name. Deep in it. What if she turns around and says something like, "Hit me," or "Choke me," or "Put me hair," or "Spit me face," or like, where do you just kind of go? I only met you like 3 hours ago in a bar.
Well,
right?
I know a girl that took a mate of mine to Oriel Park, and they were on the ground. Right, this is outside Oriel Park. They were on the ground.
Was there a game on?
No.
Oh,
they were
right.
on the ground.
Yeah.
At the driveway down to Oriel Park, and he was on the ground, and she hovered above him. He was like, okay, and she ripped his shirt open. He was like, this is going to be amazing.
No.
And she pissed on him, Pickle. She pissed on his chest.
Here's the question that everybody is asking right now, Kev. What did he do then?
He did nothing. He loved it. I don't think he loved it, but he's just like, what the fuck do I do? Like, how can you do something after getting pissed on?
Well, I think the worst thing that could have happened in that day, right, would be if she had done the start, she ripped it off, she was getting ready to go, and she said 2 words that would haunt that man for the rest of his life. And those 2 words would have been, drink me. Right? Exactly. Exactly. Right?
This was pushed in a mouthful of cock, a mouthful of piss.
And neither of them can be episode names, unfortunately. So it is. Wow, what a way to end the show by drink me. Right, Kev, I think that's a pod show, is it?
Pod show done.
Kev, can we tell everybody that we are trying, right, as a laugh, just for us to design a mug?
Yes.
Right. So, and this is just, look, it could be something funny that people want. But a few weeks back, we were talking about horse names if we ever owned a horse when we get rich and famous off this, okay? And the name that you came up with that we fully agreed with, Kev, was On Your
Face.
That was the name of the horse.
On your face.
We are trying to just come up with a fun looking mug thing, right? If we get it done and we get 2 mugs of me and him, and we put pictures up on and that kind of stuff, it could be something that maybe
and
people
of course, the thing is, then here comes On your
com-
face.
Here, that's the line is going to be the commentator going, and here comes on your face. So yeah, it's a line that's going to win any fucking competition. So it is, and any fucking horse race. But yeah, Kev, I don't think we left that out this week. That was a good hour.
Good.
That was a good hour, mate. You know what I am? I'm going to tell you now at the end of every episode. I'm proud of you.
Okay.
Because I'm proud of you. You had a good week, and I love you. Okay, guys, it was episode 84. It was our birthday this time. Hey,
Share the show.
Share the show, guys. Put it in WhatsApp groups. Subscribe to us on fucking Spotify. Give us a 5-star rating.
I got a message today, Pickle, right, of one of the lads to say I was going to talk with the Queen. And I was like, well, probably, who knows?
Yeah.
And it was, let's get back. I don't remember talking about penguin sex. You remember talking about penguin sex?
Yeah, we called the episode Penguin Sex. It was a sexual position that Elijah Petrov sent into us. And then we looked it up, and I got mixed up because I Googled it and I started reading out actual penguin sex. They're not realizing, yeah.
Cool. That's okay.
Right, guys, I got to tell you something. I'm only after clicking on something on the phone here, right? Kev, you don't have our Spotify, no? Or no, Snapchat, no?
No.
Right. I don't know if you can get hacked on Snapchat, but there's a damn good possibility that I might have just got that. Okay, so guys, 2 people over the last week, I think I told you Sunday, I can't remember, Kev, right? Have added us as friends with no mutual friends on Snapchat. Kind of should have been a tip not to fucking accept them, right? Turns out Olivia Keller was one of the girls' names. And I'm only after clicking on it, right? And guys, I don't care if we're going overboard here, Kev. I have got to read this out, okay? Here is what this Olivia Keller has sent to me. It's even numbered 1 to... Oh, shit. I think a video call. Ooh. Right. What? It's numbered... I pressed the wrong button. Right. It's numbered 1 to like... I'm after doing it again. Jesus Christ. Right. 1 to like 13 or something, right? She wrote, hello, loads of dots. Loads of dots. How are you? Number 3, I'm fine. Are you single? Now, I haven't wrote back to this. This is all on this, Kev, right? Okay. Can I talk you freely? Are you like romantic during sex? Number 6. Now remember, I haven't. These are all after coming up into one go, right? I am a single girl. I will send you a video. Please don't share anyone. Video 1. There's no video. I really need sex. Can you have sex with me? That's number 7. Number 8. Again, no replies.
Has she seen you?
No. Number 8. Okay, with 2 Ks. You join my personal profile. I will send you my address and phone number. Video 2. Guess what? There's no video. I don't want to press it. Number 9. Baby, I want to sleep with you. Please come quickly to my profile and make a video. Do you want cam sex? If you see my pussy, open live, enter my link, fill in your adulthood and confirm your email. Video 3. Guess what, guys? There's no video 3, right? Finally, then we're coming up with, don't worry, if you go to my personal profile for free and verify your Gmail account, not going to do that either. Register on my link. It's 100% free. And I promise I will send you my nudes. And then number 13, 1, open the link. 2, complete the steps. 3, confirm your email. 4, give me all your fucking bank details. 4, video. There's none. I'm waiting for you, my personal profile. Why don't you understand, baby? Click on my link and step by step go into my profile. Number 16, second last one. No, that's a lie. Holy shit. Why do I keep pressing that button? I'm going to video call this chick. If your email, oh no, baby, I'm leaving now. My phone is not charged, right? This is what I'm getting, okay? I'll be waiting for you on my cell phone. You can go to my personal profile and make a video call to me, which I think I did by accident. Honey, I'm not charging my phone. If you want to have sex with me, join my profile. I'm waiting for you. I am now going to try and delete this woman and block up without video calling her. Or maybe we'll do a quick video call though. And Kev, stay off our Snapchat is all I'm going to say to you. I don't even know how you do this. This is going to be fun. So guys, that is what happens when you're me and you click or accept somebody on Facebook, Instagram, or anything like that, Snapchat. Be careful out there. People want your bank details and want you to have sex with them. Sex with them. Madness, like crazy. Don't be at it, guys. Don't be at it. Share the show. Kev, good luck.
Cheerio.